What's going on, Consciouz, your favorite breakdown commentator? Welcome to another riveting episode of the Consciouztv platform. You already know what we're here to get into. Before we do so, please run the likes all the way up. You guys know that thumbing up the video not only helps with YouTube's algorithm, but more importantly, it triggers up YouTube's notification system. So when you are thumbing up the video, you are literally knocking on the digital door of another Conscious crew member and telling them to get their black asses into the sanctuary. Also, if you enjoy everything that Kane does here, you can always donate to the platform at $Consciouztv on Cash App and or PayPal.me/Consciouztv. Of course, that's Conscious, but with the Z on the end. All donation information is in the description box below. Also, make sure that you have your notification bell set to all so that you never miss a day or hour when the King gets the fat King. And last but not least, please share the stream out to wherever it is you have digital community, whether that be a YouTube community, while your Snapchat, your MySpace, the dark side of Twitter, Tumblr, or your personal OF. I don't really give a damn where you in fact let the link to set them whores know that we're loud, live, and in color. With no further ado, let's go ahead and push on through. Oh,
I know a place where you can recharge your soul.
Baby, that's Consciouztv.
And in the midst of brokenness, he gon' see your asshole.
Baby, that's Consciouztv.
You gon' heal, you gon' laugh and catch a little shade.
Ooh, girl.
Y'all know he be slaying, y'all better stop playing. Come hear what he's saying.
Ladies and gentlemen.
oh, wow. What's going on, you guys? Hi, hold on. I am seeing some more intel. Hold on. I gotta send this to myself. It pertains to something that we're gonna be discussing here on the platform. Let me pull this up. Hold on, you guys, run the likes all the way up. Hope you guys are having a wonderful Thursday. We was live last night for like 3 hours, girl, talking about near-death experiences and shit and our thoughts and philosophies on reality and why we're here and what is in God and what is the soul and all of this and all of that, girl. Good stuff. Very different from the platform. Not really different from the platform, but you guys know I've curated and created more of a celebrity gossip, messy ass channel, more so than a philosophical, metaphysical one, even though I sprinkle that stuff throughout because that's how I first started on YouTube, is with spirituality. But for those of you who don't know, I will be creating a separate YouTube channel that focuses exclusively on the paranormal, the supernatural, philosophy, all that good jazz. I'm not going to really continue to mix that in with the secular content. It'll just be a separate channel where you'll be able to come over and get all of that crazy stuff. But check it out if you didn't get a chance to. Mental health check-in. I'm feeling pretty good. I've been having some very, very, very interesting, crazy dreams. My intuition has been very heightened. And I've just been having some very interesting experiences in my sleep. I'm surprised I'm kind of even up because I really don't go to bed till like 7:30, 8:30 in the morning. So I went to bed super late, got up pretty early, but I'm feeling pretty rested. And I'm here to get into the secular things of it all. So the first thing that we're going to do, girl, is talk about this saltine lady, baby, who blew her head off and took her own children's life as a result of finding her no good saltine ass husband at the bar with another saltine ass woman. And shout out to all of you guys in the building on this wonderful, blessed, beautiful Thursday, child. Get into this chia. Let me refresh this.
Several people have told me that the woman accused of killing her children and then herself was a great mom. This all started about 2 miles away in Glendale outside Tailgater's Bar. Police say the children's father was there with a 36-year-old woman. That's when Andrea showed up, according to police, and shot at them both. But only the woman was hit by a bullet while inside her car as she tried to get away. She was struck in the back of her head, but is expected to survive. Andrea left before officers arrived at that first scene, and she reportedly texted Nolan that she was going to hurt their children inside their Phoenix home, which became a second crime scene. Police say one of these texts included a photo of one of the kids bleeding from the head. Officers then went into the house and found Andalyn, Austin, and Andrea dead after being shot in the head in an apparent double murder-suicide. I spoke with Nolan's cousin today, who asked for prayers. Several people have
This is
me that the woman accused of
insane. So this
several
saltine lady,
people have told me
this saltine lady found her saltine husband at the bar with another woman. End up injuring the woman by shooting her in the back of the head while she was sitting in the car. Then went home, executed both her children and herself. And now the husband gets to be wifeless, childless, and move completely forward in the relationship with the new bitch, whose only baggage is bringing a shell casing lodged in the back of her head into the relationship from the ex-wife. My God, today, I don't think that's a good deal. And I want to tell y'all, let me say this in the most short yet effective way, because I want to keep my live stream under an hour. For one, stuff like this is not love. I don't give a damn how many tied ass We Belong Together Mariah Carey ass songs y'all sing to elevate and to label this type of craziness and unhealthy dependency upon love. This is not love. What this type of stuff is attachment. And I hate that this culture makes love and attachment synonymous, because it's a lot of things, a lot of dangerous, dark, insidious, homicidal lunacy that takes place in unhealthy attachments. The reality is that love cannot harm something that is love, that it loves. That's the cardinal rule of love, is cause no harm unto yourself and unto another. So anytime you get a situation where there is, and I'm not talking about like love doesn't harm in terms of like your feelings won't get hurt and mistakes won't be made. Of course, mistakes get made, etc. But I'm talking about explicit harm, like cheating, abuse, emotional abuse, physical abuse, thievery, violence of any kind. That is not the big LOVE. That's something else, my darling. Okay? And the second thing is, y'all gonna have to love yourself a little bit more than y'all love the people y'all are in love with. When you are single and you're gathering your self-esteem and you're gathering who you are and you're putting yourself together and you are creating, a foundation, a great, competent foundation of self. That's what you're supposed to be doing while you are single. And you always want to love you a little bit more than you love another motherfucker, so that you don't lose your mind when that motherfucker is loving another motherfucker more than they love you. Okay? Because all of us are occasionally going to stumble into friendships and into romantic ships with people who going to be on some bullshit in one way or another. And if you don't love yourself enough, baby, to dignify yourself with a grand, reasonable exit, because you know that you're good enough to do better, you know that you're worthy enough to attract better, so you don't gotta cut up and show your motherfucking ass, baby, when a motherfucker get loose and loony. You ain't gotta worry about becoming unhinged. But when you don't love yourself, and somebody loves themselves a lot more or loves somebody else a lot more than they love you, you run the risk, baby, of being turned every which way but loose by that disappointment, by that betrayal, by that whatever it is. And it is so sad that this saltine lady She murdered her own children, her innocent children, the children that she bared forth and brought into this world, who would never get an opportunity, okay, to experience adulthood and to be teenagers and to go on and have careers and be married and, you know, have this earthly experience, all because they mammy was unhinged. Okay, niggas ain't ish, saltine or not. Men not ish, baby. And let me tell you something, when you are a being who is attracted to men, and you deal with men on the sexual end, you deal with men on the intimacy end, whether you're gay, whether you're straight, whether you're trans, whether you're whatever, girl, if you are in the realm of dating and intimately dealing with men, you definitely, baby, want to make sure that your self-esteem is through the motherfucking roof and your self-worth is to got that. Because these niggas are going to try it. These ninjas, baby, they on demon time these days. They really don't love nobody but they damn self. The book of Revelation says that in the end of time, girl, men will be lovers unto themselves. It's talking about the spirit of narcissism, baby. Okay? And it's more straw than there are needles within that haystack. All right? So you're going to run more of a risk coming up against and dealing with and being in relationship to fuck niggas than you are men who've been raised well and men who are grounded and men who are well-rounded. So you got to have your internal together. The key takeaway here, baby, is love yourself a little bit more, a whole lot more than you love someone else. So that when you walk away or when somebody walks away from you, you can remain intact rather than in pieces. Okay. All right. Moving along. Because speaking of niggas ain't shit, baby, Ray J done took his heart palpitating ass to the ER following getting uppercutted in the damn ring over the weekend doing a celebrity boxing match, girl. This nigga thought he was in MK2 and then FAFO'd. You guys know that was a key and a cackle, girl. Now, Ray J seemed fine after being spun around, girl, like a spinning top. You know, felt so well that he was even trying to imply that the fight was supposed to be rigged and it wasn't supposed to go that far, girl, after old boy started making his ass ice skate to and fro the ring. But somehow between feeling fine enough to try to cop a plea, he done ended up at urgent care, child. Now he hooked up to all damn type of ventilators and oxygen masks. He looking like a damn octopus in the hospital room, and he still is well enough to clout chase and want lights, camera, and action, girl. So check out Ray J going live while being hospitalized and calls out Aiden Ross for not checking on him after getting KO'd. Quote, terrible people to work with. My God, today.
Are you good, bro? We've been looking for you all over. At least answer on the MacBook. There's just not a problem. What are you doing here? What the fuck? How you feeling? It's not terrible. Sad, bro. Come on, stop. We told you your heart is not gonna hold up there for too long, bro. We told you that, bro. You just have to do it for the how do you say it, for the thrill of it. You like the thrill way more than yourself, bro. Come on, man. They took you up there?
No, I took myself up here. They didn't care.
They took yourself up? They didn't even let you in here like with an ambulance or nothing?
No, but I'm saying after the fight, I just took myself up here.
Are you kidding? Waiting for you in the back.
The promoters didn't care about me.
What? Who? Do you have
Brand
names?
risk and all that.
Who? Brand risk?
They ain't none of them. They don't care about the fighters.
Did they check your heart when you were there?
Never after. They didn't care.
Do you remember when they didn't even let us in the back?
Terrible. It was a terrible people to work with.
So did anybody try? Nobody tried to reach out from their team at all? I mean, we know we can't reach you out because you're fucking homeless.
Nobody tried to reach out.
You just don't want to talk to nobody right now?
I had to bring myself to the hospital. Then I've been stuck in here ever since.
They're not letting you out?
No, it's bad.
Is there like a doctor that we can talk to? Is there just like...
No, it's too late.
So how long are you going to be here for? Is that why the fuck?
Talking shit. Okay. Oh, wow. It was playing. I told you.
I think he's doing this for
You know what? I'm so sick. Ray J is one covert narcissistic clown. Okay. I love how this covert narcissistic perpetual victim ass ninja is and has the audacity to blame everybody else from Aiden Ross to the promoters. Oh, they don't care about the fighters. Nigga, you chose to get in the ring while you out here apparently only got 40 days and 40 nights to live. Your heart is beating at that of a damn old station wagon, beating at a 20% and you gonna choose to get your ass in a ring. As far as I'm concerned, it's looking like it was a secret death wish. Now, deep down in my spirit, I got a feeling, as I told y'all before when we spoke about this fight, girl, that I think Ray J done put 20 on 10 when it comes to his heart situation. I'm pretty sure he got something going on with his heart. Probably some long-term effects of the powder, possibly guilt from all the effed up he allegedly done did to Whitney Houston and Wendy Williams as an alleged drug mule. Roger got a lot of dark secrets. He comes off as somebody who just holding a lot of dark shit in and is catching up to his ass. But is his health situation as bad as he's making it seem? Probably not, because Ray J is just such a liar and such a clown. Okay, so he's probably, even right now, exaggerating, doing anything for clout and attention. This is a scheme that him and Todd then came up with, baby, to keep his ass relevant and in the blogs, and obviously it's motherfucking working. But even if his heart condition is as bad as he's claiming that it is, then he's even more goddamn responsible and stupid and intentionally endangered his own goddamn life by signing up for some foolishness like this. And what am I supposed to say, baby, if this is what you chose to do with the one wish that you had, Aladdin? Moving along. Gayle King, girl, done got her ass out here talking about and recalling the good old Color Purple days where she walked in on her husband having an affair with her friend, girl. Okay? Gayle King is reliving one of the most brutal betrayals of her life, catching ex-husband William Bumpus cheating with her own best friend. Appearing on the Call Her Daddy podcast on Wednesday, Gayle said that she got back from the airport earlier than expected one day and immediately knew something was off when the house alarm was set, something William apparently never did. Gayle says that William bolted out of the bedroom wrapped in a towel and tried to block her from going in, warning her that someone was inside. She said she searched the house and found a woman hiding behind the door, also wrapped in a towel. Then came the gut punch. The woman was her best friend. The CBS Morning host says that she asked how she could do this to her. But the real kicker, Gayle says William then drove the woman to the train station so that she could get back to her own goddamn husband. My God, today. Gayle later called Oprah to vent, and Oprah apparently told her that the incident suggested the betrayal ran way deeper than she realized. The pair divorced in 1993 after just 11 years of marriage. Now, Gayle King's ex-husband has also entered the chat to apologize to Gayle for the whole ordeal. Sorry for cheating on you. Okay? Gayle King's ex-husband is apologizing for cheating on her nearly 40 years ago with her own friend, and the apology comes after Gayle rehashed the pain in a recent podcast. William Bumpus tells TMZ, quote, "My deepest apologies to Gayle, to our daughter Kirby and her husband Virgil, to our son William and his wife Elise, and to our 3 grandchildren for the pain I caused." But goddamn, bitch, did you pass on an intergenerational STD? Baby, I ain't never heard somebody apologize to the entire goddamn village and lineage and bloodline for cheating on one damn person, girl. He apologizing to 3 generations of goddamn people who probably never even knew this even happened. My God, today, talk about I am sorry. I have long owned them, including publicly in my own words in 2016, which still stand. He continues, Gayle has every right to share what was a painful chapter that changed the trajectory of our marriage and our family nearly 40 years ago. I respect her right to tell her story, and that's where I'll leave it. You know what? This is a half of a real motherfucking man right here, baby. Oh, see, he kind of done turned my screws now, baby. See, this is what I would call he's displaying a level of emotional intelligence, because I always tell y'all, you do not get to control other people's fucking history, okay? If you sit around and you okay with a muck bragging on you and ragging on you and glorifying you and pedestalizing you, okay, and putting the Shekinah glory all up and on your name, have the same interest in a motherfucker telling the other side of the truth as well. When you hurt people, do wrong to people, betray people, and act a motherfucking ass on motherfucking people, that becomes their metadata. That becomes their personal history. And it don't motherfucking matter how bad you personally get affected. How bad or how damaging to your raggedy ass reputation that somebody else's truth does to your frail ass reputation. Because if you cared that much about your reputation, you would have treated someone much better than you did. So if they want to tell it to the world, if they want to put it in a book, if they want to sell their rights to Netflix and or to Lifetime, that's on them. And if that truth embarrasses you, suck. Okay? Because baby, we're going to tell the truth, nothing but the truth, for the entirety of the truth, for God help you, so please. So it is giving big D energy, girl, and apparently girl, it was so big he was putting it in his friends too, girl, but it is giving energy, okay, that he's sitting in that. He like, look, Linda, I tore up their relationship. I apologized then, I'm apologizing now. I did it. If there are moments where she feels it's appropriate to speak on it, hey, I can't be mad at that. That's her lived experience. And I'm gonna say sorry now, just like I was saying sorry then, and I respect her mic. I respect her motherfucking mic. So baby, I ain't mad at that. Go off, ex-husband, go off, girl. You better stand in your shit. Okay? Gayle X also adds, what I will say is this. I remain endlessly grateful to Gayle. Oh, see, now he's making me weird, child. She gave me two of the greatest gifts of my life, our daughter Kirby and our son William. It was Gayle who encouraged and supported me through getting my Yale law degree, and it was Gayle who chose with me to co-parent successfully from the very beginning. A testament to our shared commitment to our children above all else, and now our grandchildren. The love and camaraderie we forged in that work have carried us all these years. This nigga thinking that he's Shakespeare in love, girl. He says, quote, nearly 4 decades later, that commitment has only deepened, and Gayle and I remain in a good place. She recently sent warm wishes to Poet, my teenage daughter, on her 16th birthday, which meant a great deal to us both. As a private person by nature, I will admit that during our marriage, I did not fully appreciate Gayle's public life. I wanted ours to be more private, and that was something I wrestled with, and no reflection on her true talent and abilities. I am proud to have had a front row seat to Gayle's remarkable success, and I remain a genuine admirer and fan, baby. There Gayle go, girl. There she go with them Amazon Prime ass wigs. Let me tell you something, baby. Gayle got too much money to be walking around here looking like a damn synthetic mannequin head out of a damn beauty supply store, baby. Gayle got too much coin, girl, to be looking like Synthetica.com, girl. She got too much coin, girl. Gayle's wig game ain't never been on point, girl, and I don't know why. I guess that's the white part of Gayle. William concludes, I continue to work at being the best version of myself, grounded by the friendship, encouragement, and support of Gayle over the years, by the love of our grown children and our grandchildren, and by the daily privilege of raising Poet as a single dad. That is where my focus remains, on my family, on my clients, and on the work ahead. I see why M.I. Gayle told her cheating story on Alex Cooper's Popular Call Her Dad. So now, I would be lying if I didn't admit that there's a bit of overselling that's going on here. Like, okay, girl, I get you apologizing, but baby, he really acting like he at the goddamn Golden Globe, that he's at the damn VMAs receiving a Van Gogh award. Like, he's really laying it on thick. Not to mention that the irony that she spoke about this cheating situation with her husband. And also this week, she also spoke about and opened up about the whole gay and lesbian rumors involving her and Oprah. So check this out. I'll put this up on my phone. Gayle King says that Oprah refused to shut down rumors that they were secretly gay on air. It used to really bother me. Check this out. Gayle King is once again speaking out about the long-standing rumor that she was dating Oprah Winfrey and explaining why the iconic host refused to publicly shut it down on the Oprah Winfrey Show. Speaking with Alex Cooper on her viral Call Her Daddy podcast, the CBS Morning co-host was asked how she used to handle rumors that she was secretly dating Winfrey. Quote, it used to really bother me. I was recently divorced, and the National Enquirer did a story about how that's the reason for the divorce, because they're secretly gay. Oh my God. She continued, number one, if we were gay, we would tell you, because believe me, there's nothing wrong with it. It's just, I prefer a man who was born biologically a woman. Okay? I prefer a man nonetheless. King recalls urging Winfrey to say something on her talk show, because it's hard enough for me to get a date on a Saturday night, and now people think I'm a lesbian. You've got to say something. Winfrey's response was, quote, to just leave it be. Not Winfrey willfully cop blocking Gayle King. Let me tell you about This ain't laying them gay rumors to rest at all. If that's what this was supposed to accomplish, my God. Although Winfrey's handling of the situation used to bother King, she says she doesn't care anymore. I've gotten to the point in my life that very few things get to me because, you know, when you go on social media, it's an accelerator on hate. Winfrey previously addressed the rumor during a 2024 episode of Moments That Make Us, saying, maybe people aren't accustomed to seeing women with this kind of truth bond. The reason why I think our friendship has worked is because Gayle is happier, not happy for me in any kind of success or victory or challenge I get through than I am for myself. And I feel as happy as she does. I can't be happier than, cannot surpass Gayle. Girl, a bunch of goddamn speaking in cursive. During King's Call Her Daddy conversation, which went on for over an hour, she also addressed her 1993 divorce from attorney William Bumpus and how she had navigated sexism and racism in the industry. So not Gayle King taking shots at Oprah ass on the low because she ain't been able to get no damn peen the last damn 2 decades because Oprah's big beard, mustache wearing ass ain't want to clear it, girl. Okay, so that Lenny Kravitz can go over there and hop in them DMs, honey, because Gayle been hot and horny all this time, baby. And Oprah big girl. Oprah ass been secretly triangulating Gayle ass. Jesus Christ. Now, bitch, I would have been mad as hell, okay? It would have been one thing if I didn't care about the rumors. It's another if I say, I'm concerned and bothered by this, bitch. You need to go on record and say something. And Oprah gonna talk about just let it be. Girl, it's giving my daughter my hamburger. It is giving Greer. It is giving Greer Dangerous Minds over there, girl, in the Oprah multiverse, bitch. Baby, that Oprah, that bitch is something else. But the way that she galvanized with Tyler Perry and that other one, girl, against Miss Monique, child. That Oprah can't be trusted, baby. She left Gayle's personal life and sex life out there to literally dry, baby. Gayle King's coochie been dry for 2 damn decades because Oprah ass ain't want to clear the lesbian rumors. My God, today, girl, this is a mess, and Gayle King is mad as hell. Okay, she getting older. Her menopause is menopausing. She don't know how much more time she got left, and she can't believe that she done lived this long without no dick in her life, all because of Oprah's stiff bone ass not wanting to clear it up, baby. Now, Miss Gayle is reclaiming and controlling her motherfucking narrative. I know that's right, Celie. I know that's right, Stella, baby. Gayle said she gonna get her motherfucking groove back one way or the other, and if her friendship to Oprah got to come to an end for that to happen, then so bad. She telling her damn truth. Jesus Christ, girl. Shout out to Gayle King, girl. Okay. Baby, and shout out to the ex-husband, girl, who's standing on it all, period. Okay. Now, speaking of men, girl, and emotional intelligence and things that get me all types of wizard, okay, rapper and Love and Hip Hop reality star Erica Banks out of Atlanta sits down and she answers questions about intimacy with another woman, because I guess Erica Banks is on her bisexuality tease. All right, check out this conversation.
Sex with a man and a strap-on. Like, it's not that same passion. It's like not real body connection.
Okay, listen. So technically, I mean, literally, you know, if we're speaking literally, no, but it's a mental thing, right?
Yeah,
so you have to be able to
tricking your own brain to think you actually like.
Bro, it's not even. I'm feeling every thrust of everything, right? And so, I mean, I'm not on the other end of the strap, so I can't tell you what it feel like on her end, but it's like,
she feel nothing.
She's
like, listen, you don't feel nothing.
So how she knocking me like this and it just feels so good? And we've been doing it just for 365, and it ain't never slowed down. It's always good. How we doing all that if it's just ain't real? Like, how she doing all that?
You know, women used to
I'm down there, I'm going to town. It's like, how you not? You know what I'm saying?
But she don't feel none of that. You know
yes,
how crazy both of y'all gotta be to think it's a real thing?
She feel it in her soul. It's a soul connection. It's a soul connection. Y'all, all lesbian women watching.
Used to talk to like fake Barbie dolls when they was kids too, though. So
I mean, I did the whole Barbie doll thing, but you know, like all the lesbian women and all the gay women, all the women that like women that are watching right now, y'all know what I'm saying. He don't understand, and it's okay because we know what it is. You know what I'm saying? We know what that feels like, and it feels immaculate.
So you're not attractive to men no more?
Come on, immaculate.
I'm still attracted to men because I'm gonna always be attracted to men because it's like natural, like.
So, what's the difference between?
Okay, so this man is completely dumbfounded, girl, because he don't understand how in the hell the top in a female same-gender loving relationship is able to truly get off using a strap-on because she ain't getting none of the fleshy experience from the penetration experience, Shy. And Erica Banks is trying her best to explain to him that, girl, it's more mental. Now, what's funny about that is that men are so dense and disconnected and don't even know the damn difference between sex and intimacy that he don't even know that she's completely correct. Because when she says it's more mental, that's not just the case for a lesbian sexual experience. That's actually the case across the board because sex is estimated to be about 90% mental and only 10% actually physical. Okay? That dick really ain't dicking like that. That coochie really ain't coochieing like that. It's really all the imagination that is being projected onto the experience. It's all the fantasy projecting onto the sexual experience that's giving it all of its gush and giving it all of its thrill and giving it all of this endorphins, girl. More so than it is the actual physical experience. Check out this AI overview. Sex is estimated to be about 90% mental, while the body provides the mechanical responses. The brain controls arousal, desire, pleasure, and orgasms. The mind acts as the gatekeeper, meaning emotional connection, mental stimulation, and a sense of safety are what dictates the overall quality of the experience. Which is why Erica's sitting there saying, girl, that she jumping all on that plastic baby. Okay? Arousal and desire. The brain triggers the release of hormones like dopamine, endorphins, and etc., which makes physical intimacy enjoyable and bonding. Technically, an orgasm happens entirely in the brain. Psychological factors like feeling safe and emotionally connected can directly dictate a person's ability to reach climax. Anxiety, distraction, or negative self-image can lock these responses, making it physically difficult to experience pleasure or arousal. Okay? The mental aspect of sex works as a physical psychological loop. As physical pleasure increases, psychological pleasure increases alongside it, which then enhances physical sensations. When you are mentally, quote unquote, in the zone, your brain increases blood flow and oxygen to the brain, heightening every other sensory input. All right. So, baby, this is more of a psychic phenomenon happening between two people. And because men are so dense and so body limited and body present, girl, this is also telling that most men do not make emotional and spiritual and mental connections during sex. It's all mechanical, which probably explains why there are so many dry pussy ass wives in America who do not look forward to sex with their husbands, okay? And why so many women either have to settle for the little pain energy that they're having to endure from their male partners, or are having to teach men how to satisfy them. Okay? Because it's really all of that internal stuff that opens up that sexual vow. And the thing that is really powerful about intimacy, which you can get intimacy from a conversation, you can get intimacy through texting, because all intimacy really is emotional availability. And when two people are connecting from that place, baby, you can engage in a shared experience of any kind together. It could be walking in the park, it could be sitting on the front porch and kicking it, it can be getting sweaty and funky and nasty in the bedroom together, and be fully satisfied. Matter of fact, intimacy is so powerful that you can accomplish sexual satisfaction without even having to have sex. But a lot of dense ass people make sex and intimacy synonymous, and they're not. Intimacy can be integrated and integral alongside sex. It can encompass, sex can encompass intimacy, but intimacy is and has main character energy and can operate independently of having to have sex. So when you bring the emotional part and you bring the listening part and you bring all of the safety part into sex, that's when you get a fuller, more exciting experience. But it's just funny as hell that men don't know shit about fucking intimacy. They jackrabbit every hole, okay? They shortchange themselves by approaching sex without their emotional body, without their spiritual body. And it's just really, 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 really sad. I mean, no wonder this generation is not even having sex, girl. The data says that Gen Z isn't even really having sex, girl. They're more interested in this kind of catching the damn vibe and smoking on a damn vape pen together. Jesus Christ. But shout out to Erica Banks, girl, out here doing the work, child. Moving along. Because speaking of somebody who ain't doing the damn work, ain't doing no level of the damn shadow work, K. Michelle. We briefly spoke about this the other night. K. Michelle got it going on the Real Housewives of Atlanta, which we want to get into, but not before we get into her recent sit down with Shannon Sharp, girl. And K. Michelle opened up about how she is comfortable with her husband hooking up with other women as long as he's not paying their damn bills. Okay? Check this out.
Girl, if you're going to tell me my husband was out with you and he paid your light bill, then we probably have a problem.
Hold on, you get upset. So if he pay a bill, that's what you gonna get.
Pay a bill.
So you want him to just poke?
Poke and go. What do you mean? What do you mean? If men gonna be men and they need the feeling doesn't include paying bills. If that's your feeling, then you're not my man. You shouldn't be paying nobody's bills, buying them no little ass purses. I don't care about purses myself. Most likely they're singing my songs in the mirror and they're telling their friends that they was humping on my husband as they sing the songs. The last thing that you was going to do is sit up here and pay a fan bill, because I already do it. I already paid a fan bill. I've been doing it for over 6 years. I get up every week and pick a fan bill to pay. And I don't have to publicize it or nothing. We already paying fan bills. So you finna go and go sleep with a fan and then give them something? Oh, no.
You're not watching though, right?
I would, if that was offered to me, sometimes I do like.
You, hold on.
I have several times.
Beat somebody, but you get up on that?
Maybe it's weird, but I kind of like it. Like, it's these things with me.
okay.
Man.
K. Michelle is a very dizzy person. I like K. Michelle's music. I think, I'll get another one to get over the other one. That's my shit, right? Rain, that's my shit, right? BSOP, that's my shit, right? Love her music down boots. Think she's a gorgeous, lazy, a gorgeous, lazy girl, a gorgeous lady. I'm just not sure why K. Michelle is dizzy to the degree in which she is. I don't even have a problem with open relationships because y'all know that I'm pro-monogamy, I'm pro-poly, I'm pro-polygamous, I'm pro all of those things, girl, okay? But it just never makes sense. Like, the way it's set up logically in K. Michelle's brain just doesn't really compute really well. The logic is not really there. It's like she has a bunch of frantic information in her brain, and when she tries to go to articulate and explain the why and the how, it all comes out in cursive. Because, girl, what in the are you talking about? Your husband can't hand out money because you already randomly pay fans bills, but he can hand out dick. Once again, don't got no problem with poly, don't got no problem with polygamy, don't got no problem with none of their relationship styles. I was hoping that she was going to make it make sense, and it didn't even sound like she could actually comprehend exactly what the hell she's even talking about. K. Michelle, it is actually easier, baby, to say that you allow your man to sleep with other women because you believe and know that a man is never actually going to be exclusively faithful to you. Like, it's okay to bow down and say, you know what, girl, when you cannot beat them, you do what class? You join them. I know these niggas ain't shit. And I know that there's nothing I can do to put a leash around a man's peen. My BBL can't be big enough. My lips can't be big enough. My titties can't be fat enough. I can't be rich enough. I can't be more beautiful enough to keep a leash around these ninjas' dicks. But I also am a person who needs a man. And this is just one of the damn side effects that's going to come with being with a motherfucking man, is dealing with his community peen. So in order for me to have a piece of man, I got to give myself permission to let that nigga have a piece of pussy anytime that he feel like it, whether it's my pussy or her pussy. Because the way that K. Michelle tried to woman-splain why she allows and why she does not gatekeep her man's penis was crazy work, baby. We don't even use cursive no damn more, and here she is going speaking it. But to make matters even worse, baby, K. Michelle has the nerve to have this type of philosophy of an open door policy, and I ain't got no problem with my man being with other women, yet she got her wig wearing head ass on this season of The Real Housewives of Atlanta and have the audacity to be making an entire storyline and picking and poking with Porsha Williams over just that, a nigga that was with them both, even though he wasn't even with them at the same time, and even though Porsha Williams didn't even know her motherfucking ass at the time that she was dealing with this ninja. So let's fast forward into more dizziness of K. Michelle. Now, mind you, I have not watched this season of Real Housewives of Atlanta. I probably have been checked out of Real House. The last season I probably watched of Housewives is whenever Kim Zolciak was probably last on there. Okay? When all the new girls started coming through, I checked out. I've been wanting Real Housewives of Atlanta to end up on hospice and go ahead and prepare her wake and her funeral, girl, and just go ahead and put a tombstone on top. This season is getting a lot of mixed reviews. Some fans are saying, girl, yes, wrap this shit up, girl. This shit is ghetto. This is not loving hip hop, etc. Other people are saying, girl, this is what Real Housewives of Atlanta needed. It needed a lightning bolt to the ass, and K. Michelle is that damn lightning bolt. So some people are enjoying the shit show. Most people are actually on Porsha's side when it comes to this whole non-issue K. Michelle is making over this nigga that don't want either one of their ass at this goddamn point. Even those who actually are fans of K. Michelle are agreeing with Porsha Williams in this situation. So apparently, K. Michelle is upset with Porsha because Porsha did not disclose to her that she used to ping pong on one of K. Michelle's old pieces. K. Michelle is on the show referring to this old piece as an ex. Apparently, the ex done exposed DM saying that he was never her ex, for one. So he shooketh that she's even using the term EX, okay? Then K. Michelle decides that she want to release the damn Epstein files, girl, and call herself releasing audios of this quote-unquote ex calling her apparently prior to filming to give her a heads up. Now, mind you, on the actual show, K. Michelle is fighting with Porsha, basically saying, girl, why are you calling my ex that you also dated after me and trying to get information on me prior to coming into the season, right? Porsha is denying these claims. Like, girl, I didn't even know you at the time that I was even dating him. And when I was dating him, you and him were long over with whatever y'all had. And I've never spoken negative about you. I've always spoken positively about you. And apparently, K. Michelle even corroborated that Porsha has always spoken well of her. But K. Michelle, in her head, has this narrative that apparently this guy that they both used to deal with called her to load her up with all this information on Porsha ass and how Porsha was trying to outsource for tea on K. Michelle just in case Porsha was going to have to, read her ass like LeVar Burton in the Reading Rainbow, girl, right? Because that's what they do. But the audios that K. Michelle released don't actually say what the hell K. Michelle is claiming that they're saying in the actual scene with Porsha. So let's listen to what the actual audios say. Okay, check this out.
Okay, there's something I need you to know. Porsha is my friend. This is what it is. I just want to keep you in the know. I was actually looking out for you. I was actually, so you don't just go out there looking blind like you don't know what's going on. That was something. I said, well, okay, there's something I need you to know. Porsha is my friend. This is what it is. I just want to keep you in the know. I was actually looking out for you. I was actually, so you don't just go out there looking blind like you don't know what's going on.
So I don't know what K. Michelle thought this audio was actually proving. It actually kind of vindicates Porsha because what the nigga is saying is that, yes, he caught Michelle. So Kate is right about that. But he caught her simply to just let her know that he had some type of dealings with Porsha. And before it became a problem and it became an issue, etc., he just wanted her ass to know that he also dealt with Porsha. Now, mind you, K. Michelle is currently motherfucking married. Got a whole damn husband and arguing with a single woman on a reality show about a nigga who technically was not in a relationship to either one of their asses, but certainly made it clear that he was not in a damn relationship to K. Michelle. Okay, so I don't know what the hell K. Michelle thought that these audios were actually trying to prove. But in the backlash that K. Michelle is getting about why you a whole married woman arguing with a single woman over a nigga that didn't want either one of y'all asses, K. Michelle responded this way and said, my husband is with all the smoke. He witnessed all of it every moment. We be over here laughing. So either that's true and both K. Michelle and her husband are clowns or just making good TV, or K. Michelle is saving face because what else does a narcissist does? Okay. She also released another 10-second audio clip, child.
You're gonna be mad at me for 5 years, and I didn't even tell everything. I didn't even do that.
You don't need to tell nothing.
Okay, so here it is. This man is letting her know, look, girl, you trying to get the drama started. I'm only telling you that I dealt with her. That's it. That's all. Don't go starting no shit with this damn lady. Don't go pop it off with this lady. So we still trying to figure out where is the evidence that K. Michelle claims she had of this man feeding her all this information about Porsha and telling her how he contacted her to tell her how Porsha was trying to get tea on her ass, because that's not reflected in the audios that have been presented. Okay, here also are some leaked DMs of the guy named Nosh. Okay, he's here in the white here. It says, yes, it's been okay. So this person is asking for an interview, etc. He's like, yeah, it's still coming. Then he says at the bottom here, I'm super shocked to be referred to as an XLOL. He said she's trying to find her buzz, basically saying that K. Michelle is being a fucking clout chaser and is trying to create a fucking storyline and is riding Porsha Williams' coattail doing the most. He calls her Delulu. Says that her rendition of his situation with Porsha is not how it exactly went, saying that she ran with the story in her head. Is agreeing that she needs to stop worrying about what a quote-unquote ex is doing. Saying that there was no overlap. It definitely did not overlap with K. Michelle. So there was a great distance and there was a great gulf. Okay, between when he dated or was dealing, I should say, with K. Michelle and when he started dealing with Porsha Williams.
I'm minding my business.
He also says that Michelle and Porsha was never friends prior to the Real Housewives of Atlanta, and says that she is motherfucking reaching. Now, mind you, I'm not going to play the Bravo clips because I don't know how they do with Miss Copyright and all of that. But he now has totally entered the group chat and sat down on a podcast. I think this is the lady who was in the DMs with him asking to interview him. And he's given more of a detailed version of the situation between himself, Michelle, and Porsha. K. Michelle's alleged ex says that she told him during filming of Real Housewives of Atlanta, co-stars were plotting, and he was furious when she put him into drama with Porsha Williams. Plus, K drops her own receipt. So check out what he got to say.
So Porsha did not approach me about the show, but K. Michelle did.
What did they say?
So a night before they started filming, she reached out to me and said, hey, we're starting to film tomorrow. I'm going to be introduced as Porsha's friend and the whole 9 yards. So in my head, I'm thinking, oh, is she trying to want me to give her some type of information or whatever?
Right.
But I didn't say anything, as at then, I didn't see any need, to indicate that, okay, I'm friends with Porsha or whatever. So we had a conversation over 2 hours that night.
Okay.
It was pretty late at night. Yeah.
Okay. Are you aware if you were being recorded or not?
I wouldn't know.
Would you be okay with being that conversation?
I mean, no, without my consent. At least you should let somebody know before you
Well, thank God for K. Michelle, girl, that Atlanta or Georgia is a one-party consent state.
Don't stop recording that, right? Mm-hmm. So so Porsha did not approach me about the show, but K. Michelle did.
Okay, so he already go ahead and dispels that Porsha never contacted him about the show. So that shit in K. Michelle's head about Porsha calling the ex to get tea on K. Michelle before they start filming is a lie, according to Porsha and according to the so-called ex.
Think about it.
Now he says this.
We don't have no beef. Our friendship is, if you hear us talk, right, you would think it's pure. Mm-hmm. Like, because she's like, oh, friend, hey, you know, I'm going to go on that show. You know, I'm excited about it. So a lot of things was discussed that I would rather not, you know, talk about. And after that, they started filming. Mm-hmm. And K and Michelle called me again. I remember vividly, I was in Houston.
Was this while they were recording? Or?
Yes, while they were recording.
So this must be the question where someone said, did Nosh tell K. Michelle anything about, or tell Porsha or K. Michelle anything about the
like I'm pillow talking about, yeah.
Were you pillow talking with either one of them?
That was not what happened. So,
I'm gonna be honest, girl. I don't trust no man who be sitting cross-legged. Like, baby, what you guarding your penis from, girl? It's giving penis shame, baby. Okay, the penis done did something shameful, girl. Okay, it's hiding secrets, baby. The door is closed, girl. Okay, I typically don't trust no man who be sitting cross-legged. Okay, it's bad for your posture and give you spinal attention as well. However, his story checks out with Porsha. Now, Porsha credibility is also questionable too, girl. But right now, they're telling the same story. So the story seems to be developing exclusively and creatively in K. Michelle's head independently, girl, okay? Where all the rest of her creative ideas exist.
I was like, what? Plotting? Who's plotting? Like, plotting what? This was last year, you know, while they were filming. Think about it, because we don't have no beef. Our friend, nobody's plotting nothing. What are you talking about? Like, and then she said that just don't give them nothing to have over me. I'm like, kid, I don't have nothing to give anybody.
And who would you give it to?
Exactly. I don't know. Listen, I was not part of it. I didn't know nothing about it. But that was just her. Like, hey, I'm not. That's not my.
So I wonder if the episode that we saw last week, and you guys help me in the comments, but I wonder with the episode that we saw last week, was that the call? Someone called her or had a conversation with her. Was that you having a conversation with her? Was that somebody else?
No, I don't think we had a conversation while the camera was rolling.
Okay.
This was her, because I remember she had mentioned that, and I was like, no, I ain't got nothing to give nobody. But listen, since you say somebody's plotting on you, I think I'll let you know, since you guys are friends now.
Right.
That, listen, Porsha is my friend. No, nobody's plotting up. I said that, and that was when I told her that, hey, I'm Porsha's friend, because she's your friend now. Mm-hmm. And I just left it at that.
Okay.
And I said, please, I do not want this to go on the show.
Okay.
I don't say, and she gave me her word, like, okay, don't worry, I'm not doing that. I'm not, I'm not going to say nothing. I said, I just want you to know as my friend. I'm telling you, so you're not completely in the dark. You see what I'm saying?
Yep.
And it's not as if I'm not telling pillow talking or talking about anybody. Right. I just want you to stay in the know, since you are already friends now.
Yes.
Right?
Yep.
And then after a while, she called me again. She said, oh, no, she's going to kill me. I'm like, what happened, Kay? And she said, oh, I said something. But I didn't see the show, so I didn't know what was said.
Well, you didn't know at that time either.
Well, she said she didn't mention my name.
Was this recently?
No, while they were filming. I already knew all this was coming out.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? I already knew, said that, and I already knew, because by the time the show airs and all of that, then I was like, okay, well, what did you say? Why would you do that?
Right.
And I was so infuriated. And that was the last time I talked to her.
Okay.
Since last year.
Okay.
Because I was like, I wasn't expecting you to do that. And she said, well, I didn't mention your name though. But when I saw the show, you didn't mention my name, but there was a clip. There was a video, right? So I'm like, why did you bring me into this?
So, right. So that's when we spoke on Sunday.
Yes. So that was when I saw the clip, I texted her immediately and I said, "Hey, really?"
Right. So I was watching this show on Sunday, and Nosh had a plethora of people that reached out to him, I'm sure.
Yeah.
And I was just like, hey, Nosh, I thought that you weren't going to be a part of this. Like, I thought you asked them not to include you.
Right.
You know, because you weren't a part of the show.
Yep.
And you were, and this is my truth to it, he was stunned. He was like, what? Why am I a part of the show?
I already knew, because by the time the show airs and all of that, then I was like, okay, well, what did you say? Why would you do that?
Right.
And I was so infuriated.
You don't need to tell nothing 5 years.
You're gonna be mad at me for 5 years, and I didn't even tell everything. I didn't even do that.
As my friend, this is what it is. I just want to keep you in the know. I was actually, you don't need to tell nothing 5 years.
You're gonna be mad at me.
Girl, it's a messy situation. So now that I'm actually listening to the recording again, like Nosh said, he confronted K. Michelle, and sorry, y'all, I had to sneeze. So based upon what K. Michelle just said to him on the phone, like, girl, I know you mad because I said something. I told you I wasn't gonna say nothing. I did. Oops. But the good news is, hold on, y'all. Had to sneeze again. The good news is, I ain't tell all the shit that I could have told. Because you would have, or you might be mad at me for 5 whole damn years if I did. So it's possibly giving that he shared more than what he is alluding to in this interview with Michelle. In all actuality, he did say that it was late as hell when they were chit-chatting and pillow talking, but he's claiming he didn't overshare, he didn't give her no information to weaponize against Porsha. I kind of believe that, though, because K. Michelle got loose lips and she don't know how to shut up, and I feel like if he had possibly given her any type of damning or embarrassing information on Porsha, that more than likely K. Michelle ass would have already used it. And that little Last Supper dinner that they had would have been the perfect opportunity for her to do that. But K. Michelle is just a shit show. K. Michelle is a train wreck. It's given that she's projecting onto Porsha. She's the one who was paranoid. She's the one who messy as hell. She's the one who was feeling concerned about how much Porsha knew or didn't know about her situation with Nosh, and she was calling Nosh on the back end to basically tell Nosh, don't weaponize Porsha with no information, don't give her nothing, etc. Boom, boom, boom. They plotting against me, etc. But she's on the show pulling reverse Uno and projecting her insecurity and her unfriendliness onto Porsha. Like, K. Michelle always has had that like single black female thing going on. She's been a troubled lady for a very long time. She has not been able to ever keep any female friends from her and Mimi's relationship on Love and Hip Hop, girl. Her and what's the other girl? The singer. You know, her and that girl fell out on Love and Hip Hop. Her and Carly Red. Like, you know, Kim Michelle has been a lone wolf because K. Michelle is a poetic tragedy and train wreck in and of itself. So right now it's given that K. Michelle is delusional and out of her rabbit ass mind and is refusing to take her medications and is refusing to have a follow-up appointment with her primary. And the win is for Porsha Williams right now. Now, do I think that K. Michelle is a good addition to Atlanta? Nope. It's given exactly what the hell I thought that it would be given. She just not give Real Housewives. It just don't make sense. It don't aesthetically make sense. And I knew the season would look how it looks. But some people are getting their life, girl. They're getting their life off of the bush of it all. But Housewives of Atlanta, just let it go, girl. Just put the whole franchise down. Just lay her down, girl. Take her to the mortuary and bomb her motherfucking ass and slide the franchise into one of those little cubby holes, girl, and freeze her up real nicely, child, and bury her quietly and silently, because I cannot deal with another season of motherfucking Housewives. But if the foolishness continues, baby, I will be reporting loud, live, and in color like I am doing today. All right. I got to get out of here, you guys. Happy Thursday. If you guys enjoyed the show, please thumbs up, share, subscribe, all that good jazz. Tell me what you all think about the bullshit, okay? It's ironic that K. Michelle is arguing with Porsha over a man that neither one of them were technically dating, but she's in a whole interview with Shannon Sharp talking about how she's okay with her man having community ping. So then why are you pressing on Porsha to have shared and told you anything about a man who you letting run loose any goddamn way? Like, K. Michelle is dizzy and raggedy as hell, girl. Brain is raggedy. What y'all think about Erica and her talk on intimacy, girl, as a bisexual with other women, girl? Ray J being hospitalized and all the things. Let me know below. I love you guys, and I will see you guys later. Peace.